Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's the Strategist, and today I want to show you a live replay of a rank 18 game. Obviously it's not rank 1, but it's pretty high up there, so I wanted to showcase how exactly I got rank 18 on the weekly challenge 35. The combination that I'm going for here is a mixture. We're going for economy, we're going for late game aggression, and we're also going for all monuments. There is still a few optimizations to be made. I still think I can get to rank 10, possibly even higher with better optimizations. But the first thing that we're doing here is we're going to secure the east side of the map. So we're moving our riders onto the two villages here. We're going for organization. We capture these very fast. We're also going to go down here to discover this one. And we also strategically place our units in such a way so that we can go for this single rune as fast as we possibly can. This rune right here, if you haven't discovered this, the fog around it, it's going to give you stars. And stars early game, guys, is so valuable. So make sure you go for this. I mean, the alternative is if you don't go for it and you try and extend it, because you'd have to climb on this mountain to clear the fog around, but it wouldn't make sense. So either way, we go for this. We meet Singsi and we are going to upgrade some villages here. We also meet Yadak here, and we're immediately going to smack him. Make sure that we go for farming and we still just put points into leveling up our cities. Now, Cincy retreats, which is great for us because we want to go for a meditation angle, right? And what's going to happen is both Cincy and Yadak, these guys are going to fight each other. So keeping them busy while we're on the back line is going to be good for us here. So we go for that second rune at the top right here. And right now, we're on 17 stars, turn 7. You can see I'm moving my units in the back here. Reason why I'm doing that, again, I'm going for that meditation angle. So this is going to be one of the next runes that I'm going to go for here. So we just get stars, pass turn. And here we go, meditation as fast as possible. The quicker you get this, the faster you're going to be able to start attacking the enemy troops. And mind you, when you get this on turn 8, you'll only have 6 turns left to actually capture every single village on the map. So right now we're moving into defensive positions here. We want to make sure that Cincy doesn't attack us too much, so we're just going to try and position our units all the way in the back to tell him, hey, listen, we don't want to attack you. Same goes for Yadak. Yadak, we don't want beef with you, so we're just going to send our riders all the way to the back, and we're just going to train warriors and not advance anything at all. So when you're playing against bots, doing this actually shows them that, hey, okay, these guys, they're not that aggressive. And you can actually tell by me not advancing at all. Look at this warrior right here. I mean, even though he's low HP, he's 5, he doesn't attack. So at this stage, I'm thinking, okay, what I'm going to do next is focus on my economy. This is a great time when you're going for Altar of Peace. You're not going to attack at all, so you don't really need units to advance. You don't need attacking units. The goal right now, at this stage of the game, in the mid-game, is to build up your economy and make sure that you get as many resources as possible for the late game so that you can maximize your capital and population within the villages. So we're going for organization and farming here. Doing a population growth on this one. And I'll show you, I have a market placement that I believe is very optimized. So, I'll show you later on. I'm not going to go too much into depth. You're going to see it in a second. You can see Yadak is attacking, and here, since he's going back on the offense, no problem, he gave me a veteran for free. And here, at this stage, I see that, okay, I'm now 1 turn away from pacifist. So the next turn 13, I will have pacifist. And there we go. Now I can start attacking. So we're moving forward here. And what I'm doing is I'm doing a combination of building my markets out while at the same time slowly building up enough riders to start taking out these units. And then you have the case with this swordsman right here. I am obviously not going to send damage into this Yadok who has a bunch of defenders. I'd waste a lot of stars by having to sacrifice my units, or at least spend a lot of time doing 3 damage, 3 damage, 3 damage, and then having to heal them back up to use them against Cincy. Instead, it's much more efficient to go for a Mindbender here, send them forward, and then simply convert the defender in the village, because they won't be able to kill my Mindbender with only defenders on the board. If they were, if they had catapults, archers, warriors, riders, it would be a different scenario. But considering the board state here, with the fact that they have defenders only, right? It makes a lot of sense to actually go for Mindbenders. And you're going to see I'm also going to create a second Mindbender in this village right here, where this warrior currently is located. So there we go, that's the second one. So right now, put points into growth, level up your cities, and they're hashing it out. We go for smithery here. The reason I go for smithery, this is also quite late in the game, but smithery, if you look at the market placement, it allows me to place a forge right here, and I actually missed an extra, windmill here, which would have given me only an extra star, so it's still 5 stars within the 5 turns. But forge allows me to go for forge here. I'm gonna go for a second forge right here. Population growth this. And then we can go for market there and a market there, another forge there, and then we can put a windmill right there for even more growth. And what's gonna happen is once I capture this city, I can also put a market right there and a windmill right here, right, for an extra 5-6 stars per turn. So again, advancing our units, and this turn, both my Mindbenders are going to be in position to steal these defenders next turn. So we also go for chivalry here. Chivalry is great against units that have 10 HP or lower without a defense bonus. So if he had a bunch of swordsmen, it would make it a little bit tricky because I'd have to hit them once or twice depending on defense. But when they only have warriors, it's a very easy kill, right? So you can see the market placement goes there. Again, we advance our units here. And he's gonna siege this. Luckily, it's low stars, right? Low level village, so it's not affecting me too much. But here I'm stealing both of these. We're immediately gonna go for a nice chain and set ourselves up. And in the meantime, we're also going for fishing here because I'm turn 17. I really need to find these lighthouses. So the next thing that we're gonna do is place a couple of ports in the westmost city, northwest, and the north city here. So we can go for this lighthouse here, and we can also go for this lighthouse. Now, the optimization that I was talking about earlier when I started this video was you also want to go for this little village that is right here, right? So if you go for this village, it will give you, you're able to upgrade this as well. It's going to give you a bunch of extra stars per turn, and you can easily upgrade this using a port, the fish, and then a couple of monuments. And then also the starfish that is down here. So another optimization that I could have done is actually stolen this village a turn earlier. So what I could have done is, instead of doing this mindbender here, I could have built roads, moved this down, and then I could have gone for a steal that turn on 16. Then, from turn 16, I could have captured on turn 17, and turn 17, I could have easily then built ports here, and then send this mindbender using a road on the water to then build a scout to go here and discover the lighthouse, and then the next turn I could go on the ruin. So that's another optimization that we can make. Either way, we played it how we played, so we're back to where we were. Again, going for that fishing, like I said. And then just upgrading our villages here, right? And at this stage in the game, I'm looking at my technology and I'm thinking, wait a minute, I could probably go for all technology this game. I was a little bit inconsiderate in the beginning, but then I thought, you know what, I can probably do this because it's still cheap. It's 11 and 16, 15 for a tier 3 upgrade. So it's not too expensive. And that's the reason why, is because I still haven't captured these two. So what's going to happen this turn is I'm going to go for forestry, I'm going to go for strategy, I'm going to go for diplomacy, I'm going to go for archery, I'm going to go for all of these technologies. But in the back of my mind, I still need to keep a couple of points, because right now I'm going to level up this, and I'm going to go for that port so I can actually send this mindbender on the ocean. So we are able to siege that city, this city, and then finally we can go for this city here. There we go. So triple siege at the end of the last turn here. So we go for the remaining technology. We discover this lighthouse. Next turn I'll discover this. And this is what I'm talking about. If I were to capture this a turn earlier, I would have been here on turn 18. And then turn 19, I would have been here and been able to capture it on turn 20. Maybe? No, I don't think that would work. Okay. And now we have captured every single tribe, and at this stage of the game, it's all about trying to maximize your points. So what I'm doing right now is just throwing points into the map. We're disbanding our units to boost as much as possible here for the last turn. And then go for as many parks as possible. And then final turn, we discover the last lighthouse here. And throw all of our points into leveling. So we have a beautiful forge spot there. Go for the park. And there are some great market spots at the south here. So I think maybe if you can capture this a turn, at least 2-3 turns earlier, then it would make a lot of sense to go for a market. And I'll show you where, if you're able to. So you could go for a forge/windmill here. You could then go for a market here in the city. And then you could go for a market. You could go one here. and then a market there. So windmill and then market, which would give you, what is that? 4, 6 plus 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, right? So even placing this on turn 19 would give you a net positive return. 2 turns would obviously give you, well, twice, right? But that 1 star, believe it or not, makes a big difference. So if you're able to squeeze that 1 star extra, it really makes a big difference. And now we're placing our monuments. So we go for the park there, disband a couple forests, place an extra park there, monument, and then the final one up top here. And there we go. 21k, 21.500, rounded down. So again, with the final optimizations, we could probably capture this village easily. We can go for this. Maybe if we play it right, we could actually send a second warrior down there to get the starfish. Maybe even from this side. But then you also have this starfish right there. So a few optimizations to be made, but I think going for the strategy is pretty good. And I really, really like the market placement as well, because we really maximized a lot of stars. And there's still a lot of potential. So getting to that 23, 24, 25k is definitely doable when you play truly a round of perfection. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Wanted to give you a quick update on the progress for this week. I hope you guys are doing well too. Let me know how you're performing. I always find it very fun. I'll look at that rank 19 now. So it went from rank 18 to 19. Looks like, I can't tell who it is, but someone caught up. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Have a good day. Bye-bye.